Hi HD Mafia, how are you guys? It's your queen Hazel Dior. Right now I'm in a hotel room. I'm out on my little tour. I'm gonna eat some good food. I bet you I got some Denny's. I got a chicken salad and I got some Panda Express. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm not really good at eating and talking at the same time. Bitch, when I go on like tours and out of town to places, I always bring my Febreze. If I don't have my Febreze with me, I definitely go and buy some. This story happened really, really recently. I think I'm gonna tell you guys two of them. Oh no, I'm gonna go down there and tell that hotel man he need to shut them kids up. Them bitches need to go the fuck to bed. Y'all don't even know. I got like another little job I do. I be door dashing. I'm a DoorDash girl. So yes, I go on the phone to the DoorDash, the little DoorDash app. You know, accept orders, go to places and drop them off at the people's house. It's a delivery job. And yes, you can make your coin with it, just like any job. You got to put the effort into it to receive the outcome, the income. This time, it was really, really late at night. I'm just driving around, and I pulled up at a 7-Eleven. I ain't got shit to do. I'm just waiting for the next order to pop up. I'm already here at 7-Eleven. I'll just go park in the parking lot and just chill, parking lot pimp, be on my phone. You never know, an order can come pop up for 7-Eleven. Oh, bitch, I need to get me some cigarettes. I go in the store, the cashier like, hey, you're back again, because I went there prior. I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. This black man come in. He had on a black coat. He looked pretty decent. He had on a black jeans, black coat, little gold teeth in his mouth. He gonna say, don't I remember you? I saw you before. Oh, you saw me before? Oh, you was the guy that was, he was petition. He was doing a petition thing a while back, and I signed this petition for him. So he was just like, thank you so much for that. I mean, that means a lot. I'm like, yeah, no problem. That's your job. Yeah, I'm out here because I ain't got nowhere to stay. Okay. So I'm just trying to get my shit, get my cigarettes, and get it the fuck out the store. So before I went out the store, he walked out the store first because he saw me about to go out the store. He held the door open for me. Thank you. Then as I proceed to go to my car, I felt hands come from behind my back, grabbing me like this. I just want a hug. I just want a hug. Chill. I just want a hug. Sir, you're violating me. You just came up to me and gave me a hug. Like, what are you doing? You can't just be out here putting your hands on people without their consent. And you just say you ain't had nowhere to stay, so that means you're homeless. You may look attractive or whatever, but I'm not into you. I got a man, honey. I got a man. So I said, sir, can you please let me go? Can you just give me a hug for a couple more seconds? Oh, you so warm. Oh, you so warm. Sir, get your hands off of me, please. Okay, I just wanted a hug. Okay, you got your hug. I know some people need a hug throughout the day. You got your hug. Some people need it. I just let it go off that strength. I'm like, he must really needed a hug. He must haven't hugged a woman in ages, and he's craving the attention. So he like, you got a cigarette? Because I just bought some cigarettes. I'm like, here. I'm getting in my car as quick as I can to start that bitch up. Here he come right in between my door. So what you doing? Can I get your number? Do you got a man? Yeah, I got a man. Dang. Well, let me get your number just in case it don't work out. Sir, even if it didn't work out, I'm not interested in you. I'm not housing you a place to stay. You're not finna try to get all up in my ear and tell me all this so you can try to get in my space and have a place to sleep and eat and all that. No, you're not. So I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good, sweetie. I got a man. Come on, please. Just can I get one more hug? No, you got your hug. You got your hug, sir. Mind you, this man didn't know my tea or anything. Like he did not. He did not clock me at all. He was like, damn, little mama, you is so tall, so beautiful. Your lips is so juicy. Dang, how tall are you? Because he did ask that in the store at 7-Eleven in front of everybody. How tall are you? 6 foot exactly. Not 6'1", not 5'11". Well, I might be. I'm 6 foot exactly. Okay? Oh, and that's what he was doing in the store. He was like, I'm 6'2", and you about my height. And the cashier behind was like, no, you actually is taller than her. I was like, nah, bitch. I'm not ashamed of my height at all. Bitch, as long as I'm beautiful and sexy, I don't give a fuck. But, so anyway, he came and sat right next to me. And the cashier guy was like, yeah, you're taller than her. I was like, I know, I'm the girl. I'm the fish, honey. You're the man. Bitch. Excuse my eating. Yes, I eat like a truck driver, but it is what it is. You know, you gotta feed big bitches too. Okay, so yeah, that was that. He had his hands up in my door as I'm trying to close it, and I'm like, sweetie, I'm like, sir, you gotta move your hand out the way because I'm trying to close my door. I can't close the door in your hand. Do you want to get your fucking hand chopped off? Then get it out the door because I'm about to go. I ain't got time to play with you. I gotta finish door dashing, and then bitch, I want to go home and eat my meals. This situation happened a couple months ago. So my car was making a loud screeching noise, a lot of grinding. It was getting so bad to the point it was extremely embarrassed. You couldn't drive on it. People was going to notice. Soon as you put your foot on the gas pedal, you start hearing a grinding noise. So whether you're at a light, going up the street, going slow, going fast, you're going to hear that noise. And it sounds like some shit is breaking apart. I decided to go up to AutoZone about 2 miles up the road from me. It was about 8 o'clock p.m. So I pulled in, making that loud grunting noise. And I was about to go inside, and this guy stopped me. And he said, hey, what's going on? He said, it's never fun, you know, getting the car worked on, something like that. And I'm like, no, it's not. I told him, I said, it's making a loud grungy noise. When I pulled in, did you hear it? He was like, no, I didn't hear it. If you like, I can get in the car and we can test drive it. And I'm like, I don't want you to test drive it because soon as I pull off even 1 feet away, you're going to hear it. It's like that noticeable. So he insisted that he still wanted to get in the car and test drive it, backing up. And he like, oh yeah, I definitely hear it. I said, I told you. He was like, we're going to have to pull around on the other side. I'll bring my tools that I got in my back of my truck, and we'll see what's going on. Jack this car up and see what's going on. I'm like, awesome. Like, you got tools and shit. And he was like, yeah, I work on cars. I'm an electrician at the moment, full time, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. I used to work on cars prior. I didn't know what I was going to do about it. At that time, I didn't have any money to be trying to tow no car nowhere and be rideless. You know, I couldn't take that chance. Yes, I do get customers and clients and can make money not driving, like they can come to me. But I like my freedom, and I like to be able to, you know, drive to work or whatever. You'll see by the video.
Brakes. These two aren't even tightened down. There's a gap in there. Ugh. Don't really seem like anything's broken or loose. Want to take a look?
Yeah.
Here.
So as he doing all that, he was asking me questions like, well, what do you do for a living? First thought in my mind was, oh, I do nails, you know, because that is my up and coming future endeavor, whatever you want to call it. That's my career. So if I don't say I'm an escort, I'll say I'm a nail technician. Like, bitch. So he kind of made a joke. It was like, oh, I can't do nothing with nails. So I thought about it. What do you mean you can't do nothing with nails? What was you looking for me to say, sir? Oh. So he's doing all of that. Like, how far do you live from here? Because AutoZone was closing, so we could have just waited in a parking lot. I said, I'm literally up the road, 2 miles up the road, no turns, no nothing. Bet, I'll just trail you. Got situated, parked the car. He got his tools and shit out. He got his jacked, he lifted up and all that stuff. And after searching, he found out it was the wheel bearing. He said, it's the wheel bearing. And he showed it to me. Like, see, it jiggle. And I was like, that makes sense. He was like, that's where the noise coming from. I said, would you fix it for me? Like, how much would you charge me? He was like, no charge at all. I was like, no charge. He was like, yeah, I don't charge. I don't charge at all. I'm like, oh. He was like, but I work 6 days a week. And it was so late, he didn't have this tool on him to bolt it out. He needed a certain tool that he didn't have on him. So he worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. So that's hard as fuck, trying to catch up to him. So we planned on like Saturday, the next day. I am currently on tour, so I might have to like wrap this video up quicker than I thought. But so he told me all that good stuff. He wiping his hands on his pants. It was like, well, take me to wash up. And I'm like, oh, you want to come in my home? So we go up to my place. And he's like, oh, nice place. Just looking and shit, asking all questions. At this point, I'm just being real courteous and generous with the guy because I'm like, you just helped me out with my car. You just diagnosed the part that I would have to get it towed to a shop or something to, you know, get fixed or get diagnosed. Let's go up to your place. He wanted to look at the part too to see like what exact part to get, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, because it's a possibility this man can fix it for free. And he has helped me out this far. Chatting about the car, then start going into a whole bunch of shit, UFOs, politics, and all this shit. And I had told him, I said, oh yeah, I am an escort as well. Like you had asked me like what I do, I am an escort. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's sitting at the edge of the bed and I'm on the other side of the bed. And I had told him that I was a escort. What else I do too is I'm an escort, you know. And he was like, oh, okay. No judgment here, whatever. If you have a client, I can leave or whatever. And I'm just like, no, you're fine, you know. Just trying to see what he's talking about, because if this man can fix my car, hell the fuck yeah. Looking at me in these like gazing eyes. And you know, he scooted over a little closer. He scooted over a little closer to me and like started rubbing on my legs. Bells started going off in my mind. And I'm like, bitch, you forgot to tell him you're trans. How did you forget to tell this man that you're trans? I literally fucking forgot. That wasn't even a thought in my motherfucking mind, honestly. This man, he just sitting in front of me all relaxed and shit, just feeling me, thinking I'm the cunt, which is I am a woman, period, but not biologically. So I kind of just like moved over like I'm, you know, wasn't interested, so he wouldn't proceed. Like he can read my body language and like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make the move or whatever. Not get too motherfucking comfortable. Not that I forgot I was trans, it's just brief conversation, exchange or whatever, you know, it wasn't nothing. I had thought in my mind too, I'm like, what if he probably already clocked me? Like he stopped me to help me out with my car. He started talking about some politics and shit. Mentioned he brought up transgenders in the politic conversation. I forgot what he was saying. But he was saying something like he was on the end of, like, I support it. You know, they shouldn't treat such and such this way. It's not fair. Since we're on the conversation, how do you feel about trans women? How do you feel about them? I don't judge. I'm fine. I'm like, okay. Well, do you know that I'm transgender? You are? Yes, I am. Great. I have no problem with it. You're a woman to me. I'm like, oh, okay. I actually did have a client that was coming, so I told him he had to leave. He was supposed to hit me back the next day about my car, but I never heard from him until like a week or two later. And my car was already fixed by then. Like, bitch, my brother had already fixed my car. Did you ever get your car fixed? And yes, my car been fixed. And where was you, sir? Because you never responded back or anything. So yeah, that was just that little story time on that. Interaction didn't go anywhere. And like I said, it's not tricking him or anything, because for one, nothing was done. And for two, I wasn't thinking about this shit at all. I would think, like, when I meet a guy, I don't feel like I have to tell him, like, right then and there, like, oh, you know, I'm transgender. I mean, I do shit like that off the strength sometimes. Well, if I'm gonna be around a person, then off the strength, I'll say something if they don't already clock it. Like, I'm not ashamed of it at all, and I'm not trying to hide it at all either. And that type of person, I wasn't even interested. I was already dating. So, yeah.